Why do people feel like inheritance is more of a burden than a gift?
For one, grief takes years. One of the ways that I describe money is that it is a decision-making process, which is another one of my principles is to take the money word out of the sentence. So instead of saying I'm stressed about money, we want to say, what are you stressed about? So when we're looking at that, and if someone gets $1 million from, just to use that as an example, every one of those dollars could potentially have a million decisions made about them. In other words, the exponential deposit of decisions, especially if nothing was talked about or planned, is so huge that sometimes it's really just hard to figure out, remember to brush your teeth that day. Then there's a lot of stories, clients that I've worked with, stories you've probably heard of the amount of financial chaos that they run into. Perhaps taxes haven't been filed. Perhaps there's property taxes paid. And then when you actually pull out the paperwork, the level of chaos is stunning. And then there's like anger, like, how could they leave me with this? It's also very isolating. This is extremely isolating because, for one, it's really hard to say, and I have a lot of clients that will say this as well, that maybe they've got a couple $1 million. There is no one to talk to about this because their friends who didn't get a couple $1 million will often say something along the lines of, nice problem to have, wish I had your
Mhm.
problem, which is, it's a normal human response. But also, what we want to be able to say is, okay, I hear that that's hard. We just want to be able
Mm,
to shift that dialogue. And also, you're making a lot of decisions at this point, essentially kind of for the loved one you lost, but not really for them anymore because they're gone. And so you're trying to assimilate these decisions into your lives.